If you guys didn't know, February is gonna be the most lit month ever for like sneaker releases, man. It is crazy. You're gonna be spending a lot of money on these releases because like every single week there's gonna be dropping heat. So let's go over all of them in this video.
Started talking to me like I'm slowing down. Opinions over statistics, of course. Gassed off journalistic, come at me and all you'll get is the ballistic report.
Aloha YouTube, what is up? Untied Hawaii here, back with another episode of Flip or Flop, a series basically where we're talking about what shoes do you think are gonna have the most resale value, what shoes are gonna be considered hype, what shoes you should be targeting, because honestly, like, February is a crazy month for sneaker releases. It doesn't matter if you're an Adidas fan, it doesn't matter if you're a Nike fan, there's a lot of heat on both sides of the spectrum, man. So sneaker releases for February. Like I said, it's gonna be a lit month. We're gonna start off with Nike first because it's Nike and Nike deserves to be first. So we'll do the non-Jordan stuff first because there's actually a good amount of releases that aren't Jordan related for Nike that seem pretty hype in my opinion. The first one being the PG2 PlayStation, releasing on February 10th. You guys probably don't remember that they actually had a PlayStation collab back in the day, which sells for like a lot of money now. They just revamped it with the Paul George shoe, so you guys can check it out on sneakers now. It's actually uploaded there, and for me, I like really like this silhouette, man. Like, I always thought the PG was cool. There's not too much resale value for most of the shoes, but when they did do a limited release on like a really nice colorway, in my opinion, the EYBL, the eyeball, the PG1 that they did back then, that shoe's actually selling for a lot of money. I'm thinking that because this is a limited release with PlayStation, co-branded, and it's a raffle, it'll be super limited, so there will be a lot of resale value. PG2, PlayStation, check it out February 10th. So the next shoe that's going to be releasing on February 16th is the Drake Jordan brand collab for the Jordan 8 OVO. You guys can see the shoe right here. It's been hyped up for kind of a while now. He actually used these shoes for a concert back in the day. Everybody was speculating, is it gonna come out? Is it not gonna come out? And it's finally coming out. This is in the white colorway. I'm not sure if they're releasing the black at all, but the white one is still pretty clean in my opinion. You guys know that the Jordan 10 and the Jordan 12 also dropped for the OVO collabs, and they are pretty successful with resale value, I would say. At least $100 over. I'm expecting about the same with this OVO 8. So I definitely think there will be a lot of flip value here. Whew. And all right, now we're getting into the Jordan brand stuff, which there's a lot. And I've been waiting for a couple of these shoes for kind of a while. There's gonna be 3 Jordan 1s speculated to release between either February or March, one or the other. But there's 3 of them and they should all be sick, and there should be a great amount of resale value on all 3. The first one is the Jordan 1 Game Royal. There is not an official release date for this colorway yet, but you guys can see it's gonna be a cool shoe. I'm not sure. So far, I've been looking at like the pictures. The quality of the leather doesn't look that great. That's kind of a turnoff for me. If it isn't good leather, it's gonna end up being like a GR for sure, and it's just not gonna have a lot of like value. You guys can already see as well from the Game Royal, it's supposed to play off of that fragment, obviously not with the fragment branding on the heel, and definitely won't be $1,000 something, so don't get it twisted with that. But it should still have a good amount of resale value. I would say maybe like 50-60 bucks over, depending on how limited it is. You guys gotta remember, Jordan brand said they're gonna start dropping things in lower quantities so that there's more hype, so that they sell out faster. So announced by sneakerfiles.com, I think actually just today, they have a release date set for the Jordan 1 Gold Toe. If you guys don't know what the Jordan 1 Gold Toe is, it is basically like that release from Complex Con, where you can see it right back here actually. But the variations are a little bit different. Both of the toes on them are actually gold, you can see right here. It still has like those tried colors with the white, black, and gold. This one is releasing on February 16th though. Retail price is gonna be 160 bucks. Is it a cop? Is it gonna have a lot of flip value? Heck yes, it's gonna have a lot of flip value, man. It doesn't even matter how much pairs of these they release. Because the colorway is so unique, because it is like a very functional color, gold, black, and white, it'll sell out and it'll have a lot of resale value down the line, trust me. It really depends on the stock levels though, so we gotta see. The last Jordan 1 that's been hyped up for quite a long time is the Jordan 1 Bread Toe. This one's coming out on February 24th. It should have the same retail value of 160 like the other two, but the quality on the Jordan 1 Bread Toe looks insane. You can see over here, kind of has a really good tumbled leather look. People have been saying that it's reminiscent of the Jordan 1 Shattered backboards, which is very well known to have a great quality leather on a shoe. So I'm really hoping that these things in hand will have that same look. A lot of people actually had like access to these like early. So Seth Fowler is one of the homies that did a review on it. Check out his video. On feet, in hand, those things look amazing. I'm really hoping in hand, where I can visually see it myself, will have that same effect, but they look really nice, guys. So definitely we'll check this one out. You guys can already kind of see that the resale value is there. These have been trending for kind of a while on GOAT and StockX, but they've been selling for $500, $400. I said that was the last Jordan 1 release coming in February, but I just realized I was completely wrong, because maybe the most hyped Jordan 1 coming out is the Jordan 1 off-white in the white colorway. That is right, they're releasing another off-white Jordan 1, and this one is a little bit more controlled, I would say. It doesn't have that pop and flare of the other one where you put on those crazy orange and green laces. It really stands out. It's not like a WTF moment anymore, because this is the second iteration. All it is a change of colorways. Does it look clean? Yeah, it does. Is there gonna be a lot of resale value? Yes, there is. Because the off-white one original, the 10 collection, has so much resale value, you already know this is gonna have a lot. What do I think the resale value of this is gonna be? It's trending already on GOAT as well. You can like see it, you can see it on StockX. The problem is that it's going for about $1,000 right now. Let's be safe, $600 to $800 in that realm. So is there a great amount of flip value? Heck yes there is. Should you go after it? Heck yes you should. That's it for the Jordan 1s. So there's also speculation that 2 Jordan 3s are gonna come out. One being the black cement re-release, the other one being the 30th anniversary of the white cements. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of clear soles, but honestly, if it's limited, the Jordan 3 like in this white colorway was one of the most iconic like Jordans ever. It's the one he actually used to dunk and make that jump man picture from the free throw line. So I don't know guys, I think this one will have a good amount of resale value. I'm not gonna make any guesses on it because there's like so little information on it yet. The Jordan 3 black cement on the other hand, I think this one will have a lot more like stock than people think. It is a very popular shoe. It is one of the most iconic Jordans ever, honestly. So be sure to pick it up because it will sell out. I'm not quite certain that there'll be a lot of resale value on it. I know down the line, if you keep these things DS, there will be a lot. As for now, right off the gate, I'm gonna say that it's not gonna have too much, maybe like 40, 50 bucks or so. Beyond that, I'm thinking stock is gonna be high enough that it won't be like crazy. So that'd be cool. Another great shoe. So let's get into the Adidas stuff now. One of the shoes that I'm actually really hyped for, and it doesn't seem like there's as much buzz as there should be, is the Bape Dame For collab. This was announced by Yeezy Mafia. It looks amazing. A lot of people are hating on it, saying that nah, it's too extra, but honestly, like, what do you want in a collab shoe? The collab shoe should be a little bit extra. I mean, look at the off-white. It was crazy at first, but then people really got on board and like, yeah, this is it. This Bape Dame, like, you look at it, it looks like a freaking Bape shoe. Like, you know automatically that is a shark print, that is Bape. It has those camo hits, comes in different colors. Even though it's on a shoe that probably isn't the most hype, the Dame 4, I think just because it has a Bape collab, it should have a great amount of resale value. I'm not quite certain what resale is going to be on these, to be honest. There isn't really much information on GOAT or StockX to like kind of indicate where the value will fall at. I'm gonna go just off the top of my head though, I'm gonna say it's at least $150, maybe $200 more than retail, just because Bape is a huge brand. It's a very Hypebeast brand, and it looks very flamboyant, and it looks very outgoing, outlandish. And the thing is, like, even if it doesn't and somehow it's a flop, in my opinion, it's a really sick shoe, so you should pick it up regardless, man. It's a nice shoe. So the other really hype shoe, and probably my favorite shoe out of the month of February, is gonna be the Human Race blank canvas, is what they're calling it, where it's like this white trail kind of shoe that has all white tones to it. A little bit of like that off-white vibe, to be honest. It's not like fully white, but it just looks very minimalistic and very nice. I do think the shoe will be selling for a lot of money. I'm gonna say it's about $400, $500 range. Depending on the stock levels, it could be a lot more though. So definitely target that shoe. It's gonna be lit, it's gonna be hyped, so get that. The last two shoes for the Adidas that are very hyped, but there's not a lot of information yet, are the re-release for the Yeezy Wave Runner 700s, announced by Yeezy Mafia, and the Yeezy 500 Blush. So like I said, there's no set dates on these releases, but it is speculated to drop very soon. The Yeezy 700 Wave Runner was a shoe that looked really terrible, and I still think it looks terrible, but it has a lot of hype around it now because it seemed like it was so limited. Right now these things are selling for about $700, $800, StockX and GOAT. When the re-release happens, I'm assuming there's not going to be too much more stock, to be honest, so I think that it will still have a lot of resale value, definitely over 500. I don't even think it'll dip below 600. It really depends on stock levels. We gotta see though, who knows. The Yeezy 500 Blush, like the Desert Rat, which you couldn't even buy, this Blush is honestly gonna be the first 500 that you can cop. If they do this single release, Do I think it's gonna have a lot of resale value? Yes, I do. I'm not certain though, because you can't even find resale value for the Desert Rat yet, because those weren't even scheduled to ship until later. It's hard to pinpoint what I think the value of this is gonna be. Supposedly though, Yeezy Mafia has been hyping it up quite a bit. I wanna say that, like in Yeezy fashion, it'll be about 350 to 400 range, and maybe tailored down a little bit from there. But we have to see. I feel like Jordans and Yeezys are going in opposite directions. Yeezy stock are actually increasing just because they're trying to get more inventory out. Jordan brand is actually lowering theirs, which I think in the long run will help them in terms of hype. Yeezy hype has obviously been dying for kind of a while. Blue tints are considered bricks to a lot of people. I don't think it's a brick, because I think if you can make $100 flip off of any shoe, that is a huge win in terms of, I guess, compared to what it could have been back in the day with like Beluga 1.0s, with the Yeezy Zebras in the first release. I can see why it's considered a brick to an extent. No Yeezys are bricks though. You should always go after them no matter what. There's resale value on every single Yeezy. Over time, it'll like very much gain traction. You can see those OG Calabasas now selling for a lot of money. So stay on it and you'll make a lot of money. Anyway, February's lit, guys. I'm out of breath. Like, there's way too many shoes to target. If I had to pick a top 3 to target in terms of resale value, you automatically gotta assume the human race is going to be up there as one of the most like easy to sell in terms of resale and highest values. The other one, in my opinion, will be the Jordan 1 Off-White, obviously, because it's just a collab that has been breaking ground everywhere in terms of the fashion world, in terms of the sneaker world. So that one is definitely up there in the top 3 for resale. Obviously, the last shoe, it's very much a toss-up, but I want to say that the one that will hold value best over time will be the Jordan 1 Gold Toe. That's just my opinion. I really like all of these shoes though, and who knows what's gonna happen with it, you know? All of these that we talked about are definitely gonna be over retail, so there's not really like any fear you should have. You can't go wrong with any of them, guys. Like I said, February 2018 is fire. So make sure you guys comment on the videos in the future. Let me know which of these shoes you copped. But until next time, stay safe, stay humble, stay blessed, guys. I'll see you. Aloha. Shoots.